Stooge. That's one of the names you called me. You called me a monkey.
The only reason they feel the way that they feel about OJ is because OJ is a black man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please support us by liking the video and subscribing. Our target today is 1,000 likes. So OJ Simpson died on Wednesday at the age of 76. He lived a life that made him one of the most famous people in America. A Heisman Trophy winner when he played football at the University of Southern California. He reached superstar status as a running back with the Buffalo Bills. As a commercial pitchman and a Hollywood actor, he became a household name across much of America. But things changed when he was charged in the 1994 double murder of his former wife and her friend. He was acquitted after a trial that was shocking to the nation. So that we're all on the same page, let's listen. For more content, please like the video and subscribe.
The only reason they feel the way that they feel about OJ is because OJ is a black man. One of the very few in the history of this country who was accused of killing white people and got off. Yeah, nah, that's what this is really about. That's right. That's what this is really about. Because there have been a whole lot of white people who have killed white people in this country and got off. And they've never had that same energy for those people. You know what they say? Well, I believe he was guilty, a jury of his peers acquitted him. They saw it differently, and we just have to respect the jury's decision. Our system is not perfect, but it's the only system that we have. That's what they say. But for some reason, they can't let it go. It's OJ. They can't let it go for some reason. And they have these stooges like Half Stephen from Django Smith, perched up to do their work. They put them on national TV. They put them on these big stages where they can have a big audience, where their words can have some influence. And they use these little monkeys like Stephen A. Smith to say the things that they can't say publicly. Oh, they definitely say it in private, but they can't say it publicly because they would be called the racist that they are.
Stooge. That's one of the names you called me. You called me a monkey. If you're wondering why I closed my eyes just now, it's because I did a quick prayer and I get in your ass. And I won't. You see, a lot of times people look and they look at certain people and they think you're supposed to be scared or whatever, And it's not whether you can win or lose in a fight. It's not whether you can get harmed or not. It's what you're willing to get harmed for. I'm not going to engage in a back and forth, and I'm not going to incite anything. I'm not going to do that with anybody, but especially my brothers. So I'll be as respectful and as calm as I possibly can be. Was that really called for? Willie D, what am I wrong about? And if I'm wrong and you have the capability to articulate what I'm wrong about, why couldn't you just say that? Why do I have to be called out of my name like that? How do you think that helps us when you say such things? about another black man. On my worst day, I would never call you that. I would never call anybody that, including somebody I hate. And we all know who that is. It's not you, Willie D. I don't know you. I'm not talking about you. Everybody know who I'm talking about when I talk about somebody I despise. I wouldn't even call him that. So that's so out of pocket. It's so juvenile. It's so uncalled for. It's so excessive. Maybe you should look in the mirror and ask yourself, does it apply more to me or you? I ain't never called no black person that. And more importantly, I don't treat black people that way just because they disagree with my take. Now, I just gave you examples in terms of OJ's situation being televised. We saw what we saw in terms of the evidence. We understood why he was found not guilty in a criminal trial. As a member of the OJ team, Carl Douglas, who worked under Johnny Cochran, came on this show not once but twice to explain. So we got that. Then we have to get to the point where I was not really talking about OJ in terms of being acquitted on the murder charges. I'm talking about all the things that came associated with him, not to mention the fact that he did not want to be a part of our community. When we talk about sellouts and stuff like that, who was a bigger one when it came to our community than OJ? He wanted nothing to do with us. Nothing. And made that very, very clear until he was indicted on double murder charges. And Johnny Cochran tipped him off to what he needed to do in order to ingratiate himself with our community and elevate the level of support that was needed. As they turned it into an issue of race, when we all know it was really about fame, because as Chris Rock once noted in his stand-up comedy, if OJ was a bus driver, his ass would have been in jail. So it was more about fame in a lot of people's eyes than it was about race. What I was pointing out was OJ didn't want anything to do with us. He had no use for us. But yet, when he gets indicted, and that same community that he embraced so much, that he treated like family, wanted nothing to do with him, he came our way, looking for support from us as black people. And my point is, that is the reason, along with everything else, why the BET Awards should not have honored him with their in memoriam segment.